players on other teams like say like, I wish we drafted you.
Really?
Yes. Like teams that have drafted that were above me, that the players that got drafted above, and it was nothing against their rookies that got drafted, but they were like, I wish we were teammates. I wish we drafted you.
Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed face of women's basketball, went off after utter chaos engulfed the Chicago sky. What was supposed to be a season of hope turned into a catastrophe so outrageous that even the most loyal fans struggled to watch. A 13-27 record and fractured team chemistry shattered dreams in a city known for its love of sports. This wasn't just a loss, it was a gut-wrenching collapse. Teresa Weatherspoon, a WNBA legend, was expected to rebuild the broken franchise and give Chicago a reason to believe again. But instead of sparking a revival, her leadership ignited all the wrong fires, fueling locker room drama and questionable coaching strategies. And then there was Reese. Her on-court theatrics and off-court confidence left fans divided, some rooting for her, others shaking their heads in disbelief. Reese brazenly declared in an interview that in 20 years, people would look back at her as a key reason for the rise of women's basketball. This wasn't just about stats and scores, it was about a fan base left bewildered in the wreckage of shattered hopes, wondering how it all went so awry. Reese's off-court behavior only added fuel to the fire. On her podcast, she claimed multiple teams that passed on her in the WNBA draft later expressed regret, a statement met with widespread skepticism. During one game, her controversial flagrant foul on Caitlin Clark became a lightning rod for criticism. Reese defended it as a play on the ball and hinted that Clark received special treatment from referees. However, video evidence told a different story, and fans on social media quickly called out her excuses, labeling them embarrassing deflections. They pointed to her actions as a key reason for the team's lack of chemistry. The Chicago Sky are unraveling faster than their dismal record suggests. A team once brimming with potential is now drowning in dysfunction. At the heart of the chaos is Angel Reese, whose presence has reportedly turned the locker room into a battlefield. Leadership, absent. Team culture, reduced to ashes. And their top scorer, Kennedy Carter? She's already eyeing new teams, despite averaging 17.5 points per game last season, and seems more interested in Twitter polls than game strategy. An anonymous veteran even remarked that it was obvious whom Weatherspoon was trying to please, and it wasn't the team. Young stars like Camila Cardoso struggled to find consistent roles, with their potential largely overlooked, signaling that Reese's personal stats seemed more important than team success. The dysfunction hit new heights when the Sky traded Marina Mabrey mid-season. Known for her shooting and defense, Mabrey was sent to the Connecticut Sun under unclear circumstances. While Mabrey avoided directly criticizing Chicago, her glowing praise of Connecticut's professional environment spoke volumes. She highlighted how players could focus solely on basketball, a clear dig at the turmoil she escaped in Chicago. Exit interviews painted a grim picture. Veterans questioned Weatherspoon's leadership, while younger players expressed frustration over the lack of clear direction. Basic team principles, like maintaining on-court discipline, were often ignored. By the season's end, the cracks in the locker room were undeniable. With Weatherspoon out as head coach, the Sky are left to pick up the pieces of a disastrous season. Angel Reese's future with the team remains uncertain. Her stint in Chicago has become a cautionary tale of what happens when personal ambition overshadows team unity. Instead of a fresh start, the Sky descended into chaos, with Reese at the center of the storm. Carter, a restricted free agent in January, didn't hold back on social media, posting, "Y'all be coaches and GMs anyway. Let's see what you think," inviting fans to decide her next destination. The backlash was immediate. Some fans supported her, blaming Chicago's toxic leadership, while others mocked her for airing dirty laundry like it was an episode of Real Housewives. WNBA edition Carter wasn't alone in leaving. Mabrey, who averaged 15.4 points per game last season, bolted mid-season, citing culture issues. Candace Parker, the team's former superstar, left after their 2021 championship win, choosing greener pastures in Las Vegas. And as for Weatherspoon, she didn't last a full season as head coach, reportedly losing the locker room by favoring a select few players. Now, it's Tyler Marsh's turn to clean up the mess. In his introductory press conference, Marsh hyped Angel Reese's potential and praised Aaliyah Boston lookalike Cardoso, a budding star. But when it came to Carter, crickets. His vague statement acknowledging her contributions but avoiding any commitment to her future spoke volumes. Reese, meanwhile, remains a polarizing figure. Her impressive stats, averaging 16.8 points and 10.6 rebounds per game, show her dominance on the court. Yet whispers of favoritism and her alleged role in locker room turmoil have left teammates questioning whether the Sky prioritized talent over cohesion. The team's free fall continues. Marsh's refusal to directly address Carter's situation only fuels speculation that the Sky may part ways with their most productive player. But if Carter is part of the problem, as her rocky history with previous teams suggests, it's unclear whether the Sky are rebuilding with purpose or bracing for further disaster. The irony? This drama unfolded just a year after the Sky's playoff push. Now, they're a case study in how not to manage a franchise. Reese isn't solely to blame, but her rise in a fractured system hasn't endeared her to fans. Will Marsh rebuild from the ground up? Will Carter leave, making the Sky even more irrelevant? Or will this saga continue to entertain for all the wrong reasons? One thing is certain, the Chicago Sky's culture is now meme-worthy. In stark contrast, the Indiana Fever have emerged as a model of unity and resurgence. Years of mediocrity gave way to a strong foundation built by transparent leadership. Caitlin Clark, with her record-breaking rookie season, has redefined the team's identity, seamlessly complementing stars like Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hull, and Kelsey Mitchell. Together, they've struck a balance between individual brilliance and collective excellence, creating a destination free agents now covet. The Fever's rise serves as a blueprint for success, while the Sky's decline highlights the consequences of poor leadership and unchecked drama. As the WNBA grows in talent and visibility, these contrasting narratives offer lessons on how to succeed, or fail, in professional sports.